under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And then roll call, please.
Mr. Friedman.
Here.
Mrs. Black. Mr. Rabbit.
Here.
Mrs. Seagull. Here. Mayor Mignola.
Here.
Good evening, everyone. This meeting is being held in accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. Your notice of the meeting has been published by the clerk of both the Courier Post and Inquirer newspapers. Also, a copy of the annual meeting notice is posted on the bulletin board outside the municipal clerk's office. I'm obligated to advise you there's no smoking in the building by state law. I ask you to take note of the emergency exits to the rear of the room. There's also emergency exits up front on either side of the Township Committee. Finally, you should be aware that the meeting is being videotaped and will be shown on the local public access channels at a later date. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Our first matter this evening is the second reading of a bond ordinance providing funding for the installation of artificial turf, fields, and related accessories in and for the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, New Jersey, appropriating the sum of $420,000 therefore, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds or bond anticipation notes of the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, New Jersey, in the aggregate amount of up to $399,000, making certain determinations and covenants, and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing. This is the second reading of an ordinance. I'll open it up to the public. If there's anyone from the public that has a comment or question on this ordinance, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll make a motion to close the public portion. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The public portion on that ordinance is closed. Do I have a motion? So moved. Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Friedman.
Yes.
Mr. Rabbit.
Yes.
Ms. Macedo. Yes. Mayor Mignola.
Yes. So carried. Our next matter is the second reading of a bond ordinance authorizing the acquisition of sewer utility equipment and improvements to the sewer utility system in and for the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, New Jersey, appropriating the sum of $1,145,000 therefore, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds or bond anticipation notes of the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, New Jersey, in the aggregate principal amount of up to $1,087,750, making certain determinations and covenants, and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing. This is the second reading of a bond ordinance. I will open it up to the public. Anyone from the public has a question or comment, please come forward. Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close the public portion. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The public portion on that ordinance is closed. Do I have a motion? Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Friedman.
Yes.
Mr. Rabbit.
Yes.
Ms. Macedo. Yes. Mayor Mignola.
Yes. So carried. Our next matter is the second reading of a bond ordinance authorizing the acquisition of vehicles and equipment for the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, New Jersey, appropriating the sum of $4,279,000 therefore, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds or bond anticipation notes of the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, New Jersey, in the aggregate principal amount of up to $4,065,050, making certain determinations and covenants, and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing. This again is the second reading of a bond ordinance. I will open it up to the public. Anyone from the public has a question or comment, please come forward. Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close public portion. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The public portion of that ordinance is closed. Do I have a motion? Motion. Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Friedman.
Yes.
Mr. Rabbit.
Yes.
Ms. Macedo. Yes. Mayor Mignola.
Yes. So carried. Our next matter is the second reading of a bond ordinance authorizing the completion of improvements to various township buildings and grounds, appropriating the sum of $626,000 therefore, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds or bond anticipation notes of the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, New Jersey, in the aggregate principal amount of up to $594,700, making certain determinations and covenants, and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing. This again is the second reading of a bond ordinance. I will open it up to the public. Anyone from the public has a question or comment, please come forward. Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close public portion. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Public portion is closed. Do I have a motion? Motion. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Friedman.
Yes.
Mr. Rabbit.
Yes.
Ms. Macedo. Yes.
Yes, so carried. Our next matter is the second reading of a bond ordinance authorizing the completion of various road and related improvements in the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, New Jersey, appropriating the sum of $2,089,000 therefore, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds or bond anticipation notes of the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, New Jersey, and the aggregate principal amount of up to $1,794,550, making certain determinations and covenants, and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing. This is the second reading of an ordinance. I will open it up to the public. If there's anyone from the public that has a question or comment on this, please come forward.
Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The public portion on that ordinance is closed. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Rabbit?
Yes.
Mrs. Zito? Yes. Mayor Minota?
Yes, so carried. Our next section is the public comment for resolutions only. If there's anyone from the public that has any comments on any of our resolutions this evening, please come forward.
Seeing no one, vote. Yeah.
Sorry.
Almost got you.
Good evening.
Hi, my name is Nicole Gilbert, and I'm coming on behalf of the street of Jefferson Ave. My street is the dividing street between Berlin Township and Voorhees. And we were recently informed of a business that is using our street to enter their property that is located on Lafayette. I don't know if you,
Yeah.
supposedly it was being done with the planning board.
Yes, last one.
Yeah, so we got a petition together to see what we can do to possibly stop that. You know, our concerns are the safety of the children on our street. Our street is not a sidewalk street, so these large vehicles are coming down our street constantly throughout the day. We also have 3 families with handicapped persons that, you know, it's another safety for them. And we just feel like they can access one Lafayette whenever they're using Jefferson. I know you don't have the answer.
No, Michelle,
Is that a municipal street? My first.
yeah, there's also issues with they were using the back of the property, and the planning board did, I don't want to call it punitive action, but they were pretty hard on the owners of the property at the last planning board meeting, from what in the development review, and then what I knew happened at the meeting. Wednesday night at 7:30 is the planning board meeting,
Okay.
and I mean, I know I'll be there.
They'll actually be making the decision on it, so. you know,
Okay, yeah,
that's-
because I was just wondering, because, you know, I was told that it was a, I guess they got permission like in 1955.
Right,
There's a lot to it.
well, they were, I'm gonna get briefed on it Wednesday before we have the meeting,
Okay,
but from my understanding, they were taking liberties, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, at the backside of the property with commercial
Yeah.
vehicles, is that correct?
yeah,
So the planning board's goal was, I want to say this right now, or you can stop me legally, but in order for them to do what they want to do, the planning board was going to put restrictions on that happening, using that backside of their property.
It's
to
fair
walk
enough to
commercial.
say, but it certainly helps to come to that meeting
Yeah.
Okay.
where the decisions will be made
okay,
and voice any opinions.
okay. And what time is that at? Do you know?
7:30.
7:30
I'll
here?
be there.
Something right here.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then I could just bring everything I
Right.
had?
Yeah.
Okay,
You'll have an opportunity to comment.
Okay,
and
just like this.
Share your concerns.
okay.
Do you give your address when you came up?
Oh, I live at, well, actually, I'm on the West Berlin side.
That's fine.
I'm
For
at
the record, we have to get it
246 Jefferson.
Thank you.
Yeah, but they.
Try to make sure that, although West Berlin's important, but it always helps to have more of these residents that get affected.
Yeah, the only problem is there's only 3 of them on that.
Yeah, well then, get them all 3 on your.
They are on
And
here.
have them come
Oh, okay.
on
All right, so
Wednesday
Wednesday
night.
at 7:30.
Yeah,
Okay.
because even if any action has been taken, there is an appeal period and stuff like that, so
Okay.
things
Thank
you guys
you.
can do.
All right, thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome.
We're actually in the public portion for resolutions only, but does anybody have any comments on any of our resolutions this evening?
Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The public portion for resolutions is closed. Our first resolution is number 134-17, memorializing a resolution of an executive session held on May 15th, 2017, involving COA and personnel. Do I have a motion on that resolution?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Our next resolutions are number 135-17, authorizing and directing the planning board to determine whether the proposed study area, which includes block 14, lot 15, is to be delineated as an area in need of redevelopment. And resolution number 136-17, authorizing the issuance of requests for proposals for qualified commercial real estate broker services for the sale of property located at 400 Sycamore Avenue, Block 14, Lot 15. Do I have a motion on those resolutions?
Motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Our next resolution is number 137-17, endorsing the submission of the 2016 recycling tonnage grant application. And resolution number 138-17, authorizing execution of an interlocal services agreement between the Township of Voorhees and Eastern Regional High School. Do I have a motion on those resolutions?
Motion.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Our next resolutions are number 139-17, recognizing International Association of Firefighters Local 3249, AFL-CIO CLC, as the exclusive bargaining agent for fire lieutenant employees. Resolution number 140-17, recognizing International Association of Firefighters Local 3249, AFL-CIO CLC, as the exclusive bargaining agent for fire captain and battalion chief employees. Resolution number 141-17, recognizing International Association of Firefighters Local 3249, AFL-CIO CLC, as the executive bargaining agent, exclusive bargaining agent for full-time paid firefighter employees. And resolution number 142-17, recognizing International Association of Firefighters Local 3249, AFL-CIO CLC, as the exclusive bargaining agent for emergency medical technician employees. Do I have a motion on those resolutions?
Motion. Second.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Our next resolution is number 143-17, approving an amendment to the employment agreement with Police Chief Louis Bordy. Do I have a motion on that resolution?
Motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Our next resolution is number 144-17, approving a lien for property maintenance. Do I have a motion on that resolution?
Motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Our next resolutions are number 145-17, accepting a performance guarantee for Hadley House LLC, DBA Ott's Tavern, Block 198, Lot 130.01. And resolution number 146-17, accepting a maintenance guarantee and releasing a performance guarantee for J Hill Building Group, Block 227.01, Lot 51. Do I have a motion on those resolutions?
Motion.
Second. Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Our next resolution is number 147-17, amending the LoSAP program, changing ownership to the Township of Voorhees. Do I have a motion on that resolution?
Motion.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. There's no need for an executive session this evening. Our next section is approval of the minutes for May 8, 2017, bills posted for May 22nd, 2017, and our treasurer's report for April 2017. Do I have a motion for approval of those?
Motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Our next section is comments from our committee. Any comments from our committee this evening?
Mayor, I'd just like to say that with the recognition of our firefighters unions, I'm thankful to the committee. I think that being united in our commitment as the governing body to the management of our agencies is the citizens' authorities, and I believe that all of us, this evening voted to show that we support the leadership that we have in place now, and believe that P40 will work very hard with our community policing program and our community fire department program to build citizen engagement, attract more volunteers to our fire department, and make sure that we're able to hold the line on the cost of operating the departments without sacrificing our services. So thank you to the committee and thank you to P40. I would also like to remind everyone that this Friday evening at 5:30, we will be unveiling the new turf fields. The committee has also worked very hard on together, and I'd like to invite all of you to come out and be with us on Friday evening if you're available. So if not, have a safe Memorial Day weekend.
And I'd like to thank, Joe Lavallo, our Director of Public Works, because under some very difficult circumstances with all this rain, him and his staff and the engineers and contractors and everybody involved, if you drove down Echelon Road until the light went out literally at night because of all this rain, they were working, and the kids are going to be able to play, and what a better weekend for them to start playing on that turf field than the Memorial Day tournament, which is a packed house at several locations in the township. And Joe's also my daughter's soccer coach for a few more weeks, and I think we're playing the second game there. Second.
Our final portion is our public portion. If there's anyone from the public that has any questions or comments, please come forward.
Seeing none, I'll make a motion to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Public portion is closed, and we are adjourned. Please.